Yo, what's up, Swag? And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy KL, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Look, man. We about to react to the Titanic Submarine conspiracy theory. Shout out to that boy Matt B. Great. And let's check it out. Ooh-wee.
Let me make this extremely clear. I can't say too much about the situation because the higher-ups will come after me. So here's my conspiracy theory number one. I have two.
Yeah. Let's see.
I got a little different video planned for y'all tonight. Now, yes, it does involve the Titanic submarine that is currently missing. If you don't know what's going on, you gotta be living
crazy.
Wrong. But whoa. Hold on. It also involves sports. Your boy man has a conspiracy theory on all of this going on, and like I said, it involves sports. Now, I believe the last time we talked about a conspiracy theory involving sports on this channel was after the Super Bowl, wasn't it? I believe it was, and that was several months ago, and you guys liked it. I remember seeing a lot of comments on the video saying, yo, man, we need to talk about more conspiracy theories on the channel. These are so entertaining, they're so intriguing, and all that nice stuff. And I agree, man, I agree. I'm going to give y'all some inside information on your boy Matt. I love me a good conspiracy theory. The older I've gotten, the more I fell in love with just conspiracy theories, mysteries, and all that good stuff. There's nothing more to it outside the fact that it's intriguing to me. And in tonight's video, we're not just going to talk about this because, come on now, you've seen all the reports. There's nothing to talk about. I'm not going to tell you the basic information. Oh, yeah, 5 guys got into a submarine and went to a Titanic and blah, 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 blah. That's boring. It goes without being said. We got a lot to get into. And by the way, the biggest college football channel on YouTube right now is ESPN College Football, sitting right at 499,000 subscribers. We are currently on a mission to pass them and be the highest subscribed college football channel on the platform. Subscribe to the channel. Help us pass them. All right, Matt Ball, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
Google Pixel Fold, the only foldable phone engineered by Google. Pre-order Google Pixel.
Got my ass with that, y'all.
Taco Bell breakfast. Fluffy eggs.
Damn, look at Pete.
And a crispy hash brown. It's how
All right, let's get straight into it. If you don't know what's going on, you should, but there may be some people that don't. Basically, to make a long story short, a submarine that cost $250K to go on, it took 5 people to see the Titanic wreckage. I've been keeping up with this situation to the T because, like I've stated, it's fascinating. It's one of the most fascinating things currently going on because as to when you're watching this video, there are 5 people stranded at the bottom of the ocean and we can't find them. And even if we do find them, we can't even retrieve them, but I'll get to that in just a second. Like I was saying, it costs $250K per person to go down there and do this. I guess you'd call it extravaganza. I think it's stupid. I would never do something like this. But hey, rich people, they get bored. They got so much money.
But they get bored.
So these billionaires, they go down there. To make an extremely long story short, nobody knows what happened to the submarine. About an hour and 45 minutes into their destination, going down to see the Titanic, they lost power, and yeah, that's all there is to it. After they lost power, who knows what could have happened? They could have got caught up in a fishnet. We'll talk about that in a second. They could have imploded. We'll talk about that and just all the theories going on. Not conspiracy theories, but the theories. And like I said, I'm not giving you the basic information on all of this because you've already seen it and there's not much to it. 5 people got into a submarine and they're lost. Period. The end. Let's get a move on. It is Wednesday night as to when this video is being uploaded, and here are the current theories on what happened. Theory number 1, the boring one, it imploded and it just blew up. They got a water leak next to the at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, it's going to be a huge implode situation. That's theory number 1. Theory number 2 is they got caught in a fishing net or a casting net. I actually kind of like that theory because from a logic standpoint, it makes sense. It's fairly easy for a submarine like this to get caught up in a fishing net. And then last but not least is, this is a theory going around as well, they made it to the Titanic, but they got stuck around the wreckage. Like they either got stuck in the ship somehow or just around it. So do what you want with all that information. Any of those could have seriously happened. Now, with all that being said, here is my conspiracy theory on this situation. And before we even get into things, let me make this extremely clear. I can't say too much about the situation because the higher-ups will come after me. I said it last time we talked about conspiracy theory. I'm going to say it again. You can't talk about stuff like this too much before they send people after you to shut you up. Think about this. Do you really think the higher-ups out here want a guy with a, I'd say we got a decent size of a community and YouTube channel talking about this stuff? Because what's that going to lead lead to other people talking about it.
Ooh.
They don't want a guy broadcasting this information to his community and everybody in the community in the comment section agreeing with it, then those people in the comment section talking to it with their friends and other people they see in their everyday life. You can only talk about this stuff to a certain extent. You can only talk about it so little before they come after you. But since we only talk about a conspiracy theory 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year, they let me slide by. So here's my take on this whole situation. And also, let me make this clear. I'm not one of these quote-unquote woke people. I'm not one of those type of people, so don't even try to throw me in that category. This is strictly, yet again, a conspiracy theory. Before I get into this theory, I need to bring this up. Do y'all understand the Titanic? It was a hit job. Do y'all understand that? If you don't, you need to do some research. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm just going to propose this question to you. Do you really think it's a coincidence that a ship with the richest people in the world, it hit an iceberg? It's not a coincidence. It was a hit job. A bunch of those rich people on that ship, they were going to start up their own banks, and when the U.S. heard about it, they was like, no, we can't have this going on. We got to do something. So what they did, they said, let's create this huge, monstrous, luxurious ship and put all the rich people on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rich people would buy tickets to go on it, and that's what happened, and next thing you know, they hit iceberg. It is what it is. It was a hit job. I'm not going to get into that conspiracy theory because that's a video for a different day. But here's what we really need to get into.
I didn't know that.
The potatoes of this video and of this conspiracy theory. I found it rather odd that this whole submarine thing came out when all the sports ended. What do I mean by that? Well, we're in the driest of dry times when it comes to sports and entertainment. It happens every year, and it straight up sucks because there's a 70-day stretch from the end of June to early August where there's not basketball or football. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed watching the College World Series, and I could watch the playoffs of the MLB maybe if it was like a Game 7. But outside of that, college football, football in general and basketball in general, it's just entertainment capital, and it's not even close. Baseball doesn't compare to it. Golf doesn't. Nothing comes close. I'm sorry, I don't count baseball and golf as like a big-time sport going on because nobody does. It doesn't count. It's not entertaining. This isn't coming from me. These are coming from cold, hard facts, and it's not even particularly close. Football and basketball, it dominates sports media. Everybody knows this. I mean, heck, I bet when I'm making this video, ESPN or SportsCenter are talking about the Lakers. Anyways, continuing along here, though.
Lakers.
This is now a 70, 80-day period where people, they don't have entertainment 24/7. People get off of work and there's nothing to watch. So what happens when there's nothing to watch? There's nothing to keep you preoccupied. You start thinking. And when people, and when I say people, I mean us, start thinking, that's not a good thing for the higher-ups in the government. Whether you believe this or not, it's cold hard facts. Football and basketball is just entertainment. That's all it is. And that's why I don't get mad when I see all these players after they lose a Game 7 or they lose a Super Bowl, they're laughing and chopping it up with the other players because they know, hey, we beat life. We're getting paid millions of dollars. Who cares if we win or lose? It's entertainment. That's all it is. It's just supposed to keep us occupied.
Somebody be crying.
And I hate to look at it that way, but once you start looking at it that way, it's hard to go back. It's no difference than years and years and years ago where they built these huge coliseums and would have circuses and do all that crazy stuff. Entertainment. Now instead of circuses, though, we just play football and basketball. So here's my conspiracy theory number 1. I have 2. Conspiracy theory number 1 is the government planned this right after sports end because it gives us something to talk about for the next 70, 75.
Cats really know how to do less. Be more like your cat. Try
Because this is huge. I could care less about anything outside of sports, but even this has got me intrigued. And it's going to keep us intrigued at least for the next couple of years. I mean, I can't wait to watch the documentaries on this crap. So
Really?
That's my conspiracy on this situation. The government or the higher-ups, whoever you want to blame, they planned this accordingly. Think about it. People have already made it clear, even the people who wanted Joe Biden to be elected, they don't like this guy anymore. You got all these other disagreements, people going back and forth in politics. And no, I'm not going to get into that because I don't care. I don't care about politics whatsoever. You'll never catch me talking about them. Conspiracy theory number 2, and this has nothing to do with sports, and I can't take credit for this. I wish I could because it's brilliant, but I heard it. I don't even know where I heard it, but I heard it somewhere. Somebody stated that these quote-unquote billionaires, maybe they planned this on purpose so they could start a quote-unquote new life somewhere else tax-free. You see what I'm saying? Because if they reportedly go down there and they die, well, then the IRS isn't going to be looking for them when it comes to money. In that case of scenario, they can just move to Ohio or Wyoming start a new life under a new name, and they're a billionaire, and nobody's ever going to come after their money. That one's a little too much for me, and that's not even coming from me. That's just one I heard, but it is something cool to think about. Because you also got to think of this. I mean, these guys are billionaires. They're not just
That'd be great.
billionaires for
He's
some
not
random reason.
lying.
They're pretty dang smart. I have to and want to
Not a
believe
good
they'd
idea.
be that type of villain to do something like this. Put a couple of test dummies in that tube or whatever you want to call that thing, send it down there, say they died, and then start a new life in some different country, or even in the U.S. or just somewhere else. Who knows? That one's cool to talk about, but I think that's a little too much. I believe they actually went down there. But at the same time, I also
Damn,
believe
Swag
that
Gang,
some
what
kind
y'all
might have
think,
been
bro?
planned by the government or something else. It's really odd, man, because now that I think about it, I haven't seen a lick of video footage where these guys or people, these 5 people, they're getting into this submarine. I don't know. I'm asking you guys, is there any video footage of them getting in it? I've seen a picture of them sitting in it, but I haven't seen a video of them
See that
getting
dude right
in it.
there,
And
getting
maybe
ready.
it is. I just haven't seen it. The only thing I've seen is like a couple video clips of them sitting in it, a couple pictures, but I never saw them enclose it in one video clip and send them down. And the coolest part about this debate, argument, and conspiracy theory is nobody knows what happened, and nobody currently knows what's going on. There's no wrong answer, so I don't want to see someone say, Matt, you're tripping. No, there is no wrong answer. Of course, the boring answer and the boring person inside of me wants to say, oh, yeah, they probably just imploded or it got caught in a fishnet.
Yeah.
But that's boring. Who wants to talk about that? Not me. I did want to give my 2 cents on this because I find it a fascinating situation. Maybe y'all...
Hey, man. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, man. What's really going on, man? But damn, if they planned that for real though, like the billionaires, cause they don't gotta pay no taxes no more, everybody will do it. But yeah, man, I love you guys. Stay swagged up, man. I'll see you guys next video, man. I feel like I had to, react to this for y'all, man. You know, we don't gotta do football all the time. But guess what? The next video is gonna be football. Then when the season starts, boy, oh boy, get ready.